Is fame really worth it? Yes, it's the most important thing in life, next to taking advantage of every buy one get one free deal. Just look at how sad this former actor is. You may be thinking, if he had other values, like family or helping others, that he'd be happier. Well, you're wrong. This was cat news. I'm sorry, I don't know what came over me. What am I gonna do with all these autographs? Took me all night to write out all these. I've got something I need to get off my chest. Get it off. I was up finger painting all night. This is what happens when I start getting ideas after 10 PM. I should have just went to bed. More than that important story later. Swimming. It's a vital skill. That's what this 40-year-old cat discovered today. His life was in danger. Who knows what could have happened if it wasn't for this hero. It was hours before the lifeguard could have got to the scene and burst the paddling pool. But this patriot stepped up and shouted inspiring slogans he read in a leaflet that he ordered after inspiringly bouncing back from being fired from his last job. You know, I've been doing this show for years, and there hasn't been a segment that's made me choke up like this. Have a nice day, everyone, and join me in saluting this man. A man outside the local gas station has claimed that he saw a dragon. I'm tired of people making me waste precious time reporting on this stuff. What about the real stories? Like Mrs. Cranberry, still driving at 97 after having a license revoked for cataracts, proving once and for all, age is just a number. But no, we get this. This is supposed to be a serious station, reporting facts that I made up. Unbelievable. Coming up, a man outside the local gas station was mugged by goblins late last night. You won't want to miss this. Stay tuned. Folks, I've been invited to a sleepover, and as you can see, I'm pretty excited. I've got everything I need, including my limited edition boy band framed photo, complete with autograph and keychain. It's been a while since I got out of the basement and then out of the house. It's good to finally make friends with people in the neighborhood. They said they'd have me for dinner. Now that's hospitality. This was Cat News. I'll see you tomorrow. Parties are a good time if you like danger. The level of irresponsibility on display last night was too much for me to handle. I had to leave. It's a good job no one else was there, or I would have been robbed by now. Probably. I have nothing of value worth stealing. So remember, don't party or have fun. Tune in to Cat News instead, and watch me read the Encyclopedia of Interstate Bridges, 15th edition. Hours of education and entertainment. Cults. Are you in one? Because I am. Hi, welcome to Cat News. We'll be dispelling myths and attacks on this nation's gatherings of people with nothing better to do. I'm talking about cults, not the studio audience. Come back. Cults attract a lot of criticism, but some of us are just happy for the company. Here, have a leaflet. I'm sorry, I'm not interested in joining. I'm here to simply report on the news and get something checked out. It's not for the cult. I picked it up at the doctor's office and was too embarrassed to put it back. On second thought, this was Cat News. Have a good morning. Or afternoon. It's 4 AM. I think it stopped. Finally. I thought it'd never end. That was I'll Give It Up For You by the new act. Started with a dream, now a nightmare. who unfortunately won't give it up for all of us. If you want to see him at his next stop in the tour, you might want to get your head examined. This was Cat News. Enjoying the silence. We've all been there. 10,000 meters up a mountain. Just going outside to stretch your legs. My doctor told me that I needed to get more exercise. So here I am. There's now a harsh blizzard coming my way. It's a good job I packed my beanie. This was Cat News. I should have just went to the park. It's a dream for a lot of people. Driving into the sunset at the drop of a hat. Leaving your old life behind for a few months. Or forever. It's not like my neighbours would notice. Because I don't have any. Because I live in the basement. Unless you count the mice in the wall. I just want to be free. And smell the polluted air. We all have opinions. But not all of us want to hear them. Like this local man, who insists he likes his appearance just the way it is. And he doesn't care what anyone has to say about it. If it needs to be reminded. I don't care what you think. Or anyone thinks. I know I look good. Hey you! I don't care what you think. Stepping out in style. Please tell me I look good, cameraman. That was after the therapy, if you can believe it. This was Cat News. Stay tuned. Workers to now be paid in peanuts. After executive gets bright idea in the lunchroom. We go live to the situation now. Workers of Cat Nation are demanding too much. You already get vacation when we fire you. So we've come to the difficult decision to pay you all in peanuts. And it was difficult. Because we like peanuts. We'll pay you in the shells of peanuts that we just ate. And that's why he's paid the big bucks. Well, there you go, folks. The dream is still alive in this country. Anyone can make it into poverty. This was Cat News. Have a great day and get back to work. You can never have enough keys. Look at this one. Don't even know what it's for. Oh, that's right. It's to get into my special box of all my other keys. I actually helped a guy get into his house this week after he was left out in the rain. He didn't seem very thankful, but I'm not going to let that stop me from being a good person. I'll rearrange his furniture when he's out next week. This was Cat News. I think I've lost my keys. Ugh, I think I sprayed too much. If you were here, you'd collapse from how good it smells. And from a migraine. It can be yours for just a low price of $5. In fact, you might as well just walk in the studio. You won't need to buy it. It's overpowering. It smells like my prom night. I stayed home. Smelled terrible perfume. This was Cat News. Please, someone open a window. People, I can't get a good night's sleep. Because this fool keeps waking me up to tell me what just happened in a stupid book. If I wanted to know, I'd ask. Because we all know I'm not reading all that. This was Cat News. I'm going to sleep. Style. Fashion. Words. That's what I got out of this month's issue of Fashion Weekly. They care so much about fashion that they have no time for time. Getting in the way of looking good. The major story today is a hairstylist who's facing the greatest challenge of her career, as she's being confronted with a man whose hairline is facing the greatest challenge from his ever-expanding face. Who knows how she's gonna pull this one off, other than yanking it out. We'll keep you updated as the story develops. Thank you. History has seen many great people try to predict the future. From learned scholars, thinkers, the weatherman, people doing the lottery, and it hasn't happened yet, which can only mean one thing. Cat News will be on the air forever. I'm not happy about it either, but someone has to do it. Kids don't want to grow up to report the news poorly these days. They're too busy out there getting an education. And for what? The world's gonna end by the time they graduate. This was Cat News. Have a nice day. I've gotta say, I've got into making breakfast lately. Picked up a new cookbook too. This time next year, I'll start reading it, and then I can share my knowledge with the world. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go scrape the pancakes from the ceiling, which means it's time for breakfast. Where's my ladder? The story in the latest blockbuster has frankly been riveting. The audience shouted and cheered and were just unruly. I would know I was the only one there. I was slightly annoyed as the protagonist just didn't seem to get what was going on, even after the 9th shake. But thankfully, 10th time is a charm. I left the cinema feeling art was still alive. 5 out of 10. I recommend you drop all your plans and go see it. That was the Culture Hour with Cat News. Thank you. The new skyscraper downtown has finally finished development. $10 billion and 5 cents. That's how much it costs. I do like it, but, and it's a small complaint, there's no doors in the toilets. There's no toilet roll either. I think I'm trapped in here for the foreseeable future. I think I hate this building. If only the city had bought $10 billion worth of toilet roll instead. Now I can't look my mother in the eye. And I thought getting trapped in the toilets in the last skyscraper was embarrassing. This was Cat News. Please send help.